One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure. We will be sure. Oh, glory, glory. Whoa. And no weapon formed against, yes, glory is destined. Everyday women and men become legends. Sins that go against our skin become blessings. The movement is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like religion to us. Justice is juxtaposition in us. Justice for all just ain't specific enough. One son died, the spirit is revisiting us. True and living in us. Resistance is us. That's why Rosa sat on the bus. That's why we walk through Ferguson with our hands up. When it go down, we woman and man up. They say stay down, and we stand up. Shots we on the ground, the camera panned up. King pointed to the mountaintop, and we ran up. One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure. We will be sure. Oh, glory. Oh. Now the war is not over. Victory isn't won. We'll fight on to the finish. Then when it's all done, we'll cry glory. Oh, oh, glory. Oh, we'll cry glory. Oh, glory. Selma is now for every man, woman, and child. Even Jesus got his crown in front of a crowd. They march with the torch, we gon' run with it now. Never look back, we done gone hundreds of miles. From dark roads, heroes, to become a hero. Facing the league of justice, power was the people. Enemy is lethal, a king became regal. Saw the face of Jim Crow under a bald ego. The biggest weapon is to stay peaceful. We sing, our music is the cuts that we bleed through. In a dream we had an epiphany. Now we right the wrongs in history. No one can win a war individually. You take the wisdom of the elders, young people's energy. Welcome to the story we call victory. The coming of the Lord, my eyes have seen the glory. One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure. We will be sure. Oh, glory. Oh, oh, glory. When the war is won, when it's all said and done, we'll cry glory, oh glory.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to pre-market analysis for Thursday, July the 23rd, wherever you're watching from. Glad to have you on board. It is currently 5:45 Pacific time. 8:45 on the dot in New York City, 8:45 p.m. in Singapore, and 9:45 a.m. in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Welcome, folks. Glad to have you for yet another day. Thank you. Glad to have you on board, Mr. Eric. Welcome to another pre-market, folks. Welcome to another pre-market. So today's Thursday. The last few Thursdays in the market have been void of any real movement, really. I think if we look at least not individual stock, right? I think by now you're familiar with the fact that the broad market can be stalling or going sideways, while individual stock, they have enough momentum, enough interest to actually be running. And that's usually the case during earnings season. Not so much because the company that are releasing an earning report, but mostly because of traders having interest extrapolating the results of some of those companies to trade other stock within that industry. For us, for a subscriber, we have shared with you when we generate that watch list, one of the things that you are to be looking at is to see if, let's say, there are multiple stock in the same industry in that watch list. So this is the type of thing that we're going to be focusing on. And since we're Thursday, since last Thursday, we said that during the earnings season, we're going to be having a broadcast. Most likely it's going to be on YouTube. We did that last week inside of our Discord room. So I will just set up another session starting from 3 p.m. all the way to the closing, and then all the way to after hours, where some of the company will be releasing their earnings. So glad to have you on board. If this is your first time on here, you are watching a live pre-market analysis on successful trading. Thank you. For those who are able to make it this early, we started actually on time or right on time today. I actually like to start it in this manner, because in this manner, meaning that as just have time to really just not to be in a rush, and then I can answer people's questions. I have time to greet people. That's why I'm not as rude as I appear on some of the areas. So let's go on here for a roll call for those that we are seeing. Mr. Eric was one of the first ones. So good morning to you, sir. Mentality for success. Okay, I'm not familiar with your specific name, but glad to have you, sir. Miss Michelle, always on board, right on board. So most likely she will be sharing with us. What time did you wake up today? Because when Mr. Beto joined, he will be telling you that maybe he woke up at, I don't know, 3 a.m. or whatever. Okay, all right. So let's go here. What do I want to stress on today? I really want, because we have newcomers on, and we have been doing a lot of one-on-one coaching this week. I'm glad. For me, I'm hoping that that's providing you value. So free coaching sessions are free to the monthly subscribers. They get one. As a monthly subscriber, you get one per month. And for the long-time subscribers, we have said they own the place. So but it would be the equivalent if you are in a law firm. You have the partners, yeah, who are there for the long haul, and pretty much they dictate which that goes along. So, all right. So Miss Michelle woke up at 4 a.m. We're gonna be looking for Mr. Beto when he comes up to tell us what time he woke up. Glad to have you, Mr. B. Looking forward to chat this evening. And for now, you are seeing a pre-market screen of the major ETF, the US ETFs on the market's relatively flat. Again, it's a Thursday. I'm afraid that they've gotten into this pattern where really they make it super boring toward the end of the week. Boring means that the markets, in the broad markets, will be going sideways with no real direction for us to do, which that we like to do sometime after our alerts have paid. Yesterday, I think I made a note that, hey, Wednesday, Thursday are usually payday here at Successful Trading. So, Michelle saying that Mr. Beto overslept. You cannot be serious. Well, he's not very far from me. I know that I could go out and get him. He's about maybe an hour and 30 minutes north from where I am. So, see, he overslept. So, yes, I wanted to take the time again here to reiterate, folks, that, hey, For I pretty much which that I'm talking about here most likely do not apply to people who are here, because trust me, if people are making a commitment, I don't care where, if it's 8:50 Eastern time and you are here in this pre-market, to me that's pretty much that you you have your reason why you are doing this. So hence maybe this could just reach some other soul who may be watching this broadcast on a as a playback. We have such individuals and who may not be parts of our Discord group yet. So please ask yourself why you are doing this. This is going to help you create this step, create an environment where you will thrive. Other than that, this is just going to be a hobby, and the results will not care, and hence you will find yourself hard pressed to actually do the things that you need to do to take you to where you want to go. Yeah. So I am here to act as a catalyst, as maybe a cheerleader sometime. At the end of the day, the ignition key to your financial success solely depend on you. Uh, really, I want to make that clear. Hence, things of the type, yeah, we will spoon food you. I keep saying that spoon feeding you, but there are certain things that you are to be doing. I tell you the truth, and this will be true no matter the walk of life that you're in. So definitely, if you have specific challenge of, hey, I do not know how to do this, or how could I find a better way of doing this? Yes, I'm here to try to answer those. There are certain things that you are to be doing. One of such things, for instance, that I'm going to be spending time on again today is creating your watch list of option inside of your platform. And we have a video for that, believe it or not. Again, I have the script for the onboarding video. Well, half of the script, yeah. I don't have script for my videos, but at least the onboarding video, I'm going to, you see, that's me, my commitment to you. I'm going to find time to create that onboarding video. I know that maybe just half of the people will watch it, or I don't know. So that's enough on that. What I want to show on here today, I want to reiterate how to create this watch list, right? Again, because that's really how you're going to be on top of option that are moving, stock that are moving, stock move and then option move. But for me, I've stressed on here that, hey, for us, we are buying the option. So meaning the movement of the option is more important to us than the movement of the stock. For some of you could be like, well, that doesn't make sense, does it? Well, let me tell you, a stock could be going down and your call position could be going up. If you have never encountered that, stop for a second, think about it, and then write it down for our next one-on-one. I will explain to you why. Yeah? Because there are other parameters that dictate option pricing than just the price of the underlying. The underlying being the stock that you're trading option with. Yeah? So let's say I'm trading AMD, just random. Geez, Delek, you're picking random stock this morning. I'm trading AMD. There could be a scenario where AMD could be down, I don't know, a certain amount, but the call options go up at least briefly. But you need to know that. So for us, hey, here we are tracking both directions, meaning we give you, we teach you, because when I say give you again, that spoon feeding, I want to go away from that, folks. I want to depart from that type of mentality. So which gives you, yes, that's for now, we are doing that. We give you the expiration. They're always weekly expiration, meaning that I have already, folks, I already have the top 10 for next week, believe it or not. Michelle woke up at 4. I don't know. I was up, I don't know, well before that, at least Pacific time on here. So I have the list for the 10 already. We will give you the expiration. It's July 31st. We know that by default because that's the system that we trade. And then we give you strike. And when we give you those strike, then you come inside of your option chain for those specific stock and create this. So there is a video for that. That video is going to be video number 4 in your onboarding. Video number 1, 2, they are to identify setup bullish or bearish. And video number 3 is how to manage a swing position. Those 4 videos, they are your key really into just making this a routine, making this second nature to you on a weekly basis, week in and week out. And once you're on top of that, trading becomes, I wouldn't say easy, but because you still have to decide, hey, when do I sell or when do I buy the puts to or the calls to protect my gain in case I want to carry over. But there's one specific reason why I want to show this on here. Again, creating this is in the video, right? But I want to show you that at least if you're using E-Trade, I don't know how other trading platform Thinkorswim has this ability as well. Here, remember how we got here, right? We were inside of the option chain, so actually maybe instead of me saying that, Telex, you know better than that. Go inside of your option chain and actually showcase that. So let's say today, let me actually ask a question here. Sorry that I'm going back and forth, but let me ask a question on here. We have an audience of 12 now. So most of you have been awake for a while, right? So what did you learn on pre-markets on AMD? So Mr. Beto finally made it. Oh my God, you're alive, Mr. Beto, just barely. I had to visit Mr. Bathroom. Oh, I hope it's not too serious though. That sounds good. Okay. TMI, folks, too much information. So before I was distracted on the we were talking about pre-market. So you are looking at the screen for AMD as of now. What have you learned over the last hour or couple of hours on AMD pre-market that can help you trade AMD today? I know there is a slight delay. While that's happening, I'm just going to be getting ready for my other screen on here. Yeah, that's the disadvantage of the YouTube, right? You have to ask a question and then hope for an answer from AMD went up pre-market. Yes, that's correct. AMD was up 1% and now it's down minus 0.4%. That's almost a 2% swing. Yeah? That by itself should be flashing in your, I'm not flashing anything in your mind. It should be giving you an idea what type of scenario that we are to expect. So yesterday I said that AMD was due for another $3 in either direction. We may not know the direction, but I'm definitely going to show you some type of quant analysis is quantitative analysis. Is the ability to go back in time to look at the movement of a derivative or a stock in this case, and to infer potential decision on it. It has paid the upper Bollinger. I suspect it might go back to the VWAP. Wow, all the way to the VWAP. Mom, the VWAP, it's only available live during daytime, during the trading, right? So the VWAP yesterday on AMD was at 60.25. So VWAP, when we are not in live trading session, it's difficult for us to guess the value of VWAP because it's volume based, yeah? So when we talk about retreating, typically the EMAs will do that role because they are natural support that we know where they stand at any given time, even when the session is not live. But we will come back to AMD at very shortly here. Let's go and showcase which one I want to show on here. If I do not distract myself once again. So we're saying that. So okay. So I know why I wanted to do that because that will segue into this. So according to the research by Mr. Beto and his consultant, aka Miss Michelle, or the other way around. I don't know who's the leading of that firm, Miss Michelle and Mr. Beto. And that's it. We told you this is a part law firm, and we actually have an actual lawyer on this stuff, folks. So he can chime in at any time and tell us how things are done. So the consensus is that from here, advanced micro device is likely to retreat, right? So, okay, so if I have that in mind, I'm going to say, hey, Telex said about $3. Where he's getting that number, $3, well, we can trust him. Or so far, I mean, he has been doing okay in terms of his prediction. Yeah, I mean, remember on Monday he did say that, hey, this is the week, stock of the week or stock of the day, because on Monday starting was AMD. It was either history was going to repeat itself or we were going to see something new. The something new was the breakout above 59 or whatever was the previous all-time high. So AMD did that yesterday, and I'm hoping that a lot of people made money out of that. I cannot tell how many because not that many people actually posted their wins on there, or maybe they're still holding on the position. So in any case, if let's say our hypothesis here is that AMD is going to retreat by $3, we can be interested in the 58 puts. Yeah. So the 58 puts, how am I going to be able to put them in my watch list? So I click on here, at least for each trade, this is how it goes. And I click on watch list, and I have a bunch of watch lists here. Yeah, I'm not shy about creating watch lists, but this one, I named them subscription alert options July 13. Well, actually, that it should have changed, but I was too lazy for whatever reason. I just used the same template. So when I save that, it's going to come somewhere here. Right now, I have AMD 59 calls and 50 put. Those were the original strike that we were trading. Yeah. For our newcomers, please do not find yourself into, we give you strikes that you can use. Okay, you can use different strike, right? That's up to you. You will figure out which best way to go. So if let's say you are in on Wednesday and the stock start moving for the first time, it's going to be difficult to trade with those same strike, all right? Because this is something that's at least, this channel on here, yesterday I was joking with somebody on the one-on-one. One of the, our mantra should be, some thinking is required. Yeah, at successful trading, some thinking is required. We know already that you don't need to be in the money to make big money. Yeah, but some thinking is required. So the thinking on here is definitely, yes, we give you information, but there is some brain power that needs to come, that needs to be activated in order to fully to take full advantage of the system. So just be mindful. So for me, then in this case, hey, I am trading on Thursday. If it's the first time that I'm trading AMD, I cannot use the 50 put, yeah, because hey, especially expiring on the 24th. But I definitely can use the 50 put expiring the 31st. I guarantee you. That's something that actually I may take as a trade. Then you're gonna be saying, do you think that AMD can lose $11 by next week? What? I just told it to you. You don't need to be in the money to make big money. So back to here. So sub alerts, a subscription alert, I'm going to put in there this, which one did I select? The 58. The name's going to farm yourself, but you're going to see it here. So when I save, here it is here. So the expiration being tomorrow, 58 puts, and how much they closed yesterday at 20 cents. That's my type of price. I love it. Yeah. So you made 10 baggers with calls yesterday. Could you imagine over the next day making 10 bagger in the other direction? Has that happened before or close? Let's actually ask ourselves, because that's part of the quantitative analysis that I would be able to provide to some of you. Really, it's not something that's necessary. So ask ourselves, after a stock does a 10 bagger, because we have had at least one, if not multiple on every week, right? After a stock does a 10 bagger, what happened the next week? Have you ever asked yourself that? So if you have time, if you have room, so to process that, ask yourself that. So keep a track. We're actually going to be tracking the 10 bagger. I need to do a better job in that report that I show you, the average move per trade. I need to do a better job tracking the number of 10 bagger and their names as well, because we are trading the same list of 70 stock. Yeah, we are looking for signal on a weekly basis on them, and we're trading them. So meaning after a while, let's say we are on week 9, let's say after 20 weeks, or we don't know for how long we're going to be here, if the SEC doesn't shut this whole operation down soon, making people make so much money at once. Like, we are running a Ponzi scheme here. It has to be, right? With this type of gains. So it would be interesting to see, hey, which one of the stocks, our stock, is most prone to 10 baggers? Yeah, yeah. You will have that data. Imagine how comfortable now that's going to make you. Next time that you see an alert on it, then you're able to say, since I've been here, this stock has given us n number of 10 baggers. Yeah, it may influence our trading a little bit, but hey, it's good information to know. So here is my alert for the 58 puts. I don't joke. I will definitely consider the 58 puts on there. I said it yesterday, $3 in either direction, right? So if this setup, if let's say this is not a head fake and they really want to sell this thing off, I will stand a chance with those 58 put. But the reason that I'm doing this again, this, how to do this, to create this list is also in video number 4. See, we're even naming our video on something that's on that onboarding system. This is what I want, the reason why I want to. You can create an alert on your specific option. So let's say, hey, you are not in front of your computer, right? We have traders who are in this situation. So here I can say, hey, I want you to alert me, yeah, when this option start gaining in value. So right now it is at 19 cents. So let's say if it goes up 100%, that will be 38 cents. But maybe I want to be alerted before that. So I want you to tell me, Mr. E-Trade, tell me when it gains 50%. So that's about 26. Yeah, so plus 8, that will be 27. So tell me when it hit 30 cents or 29 cents, whatever number that you feel like it, and I just activate. Yeah, alert created successfully. How am I going to know that this alert is created successfully? Do I have here? This is it here. I had prior alerts on here, that old one, right? You see this satisfied? This one yellow is active. That's how it looks like. This menu, I haven't shown you this menu yet for those who trade on E-Trade. Yeah, so that's the value. That's why you woke up this morning to learn something new. Yeah, so I just keep giving you small things for you to come back. That's how it works. So I just created that. These have already been satisfied, and those they will not. But that's how you will go about doing that. Let's create another one. Let's see something else that's moving in pre-market. So let's go to the list of all the stocks. The ETF that are not moving that much. Yeah, SPY. We are used to boring Thursday now. So we're not going to waste our time on them. But let's go to our broader watch list to try to see, is there a potential stock that will be worth our attention? Okay, the first one on there, forget about it. If you don't know by now, I don't trade Tesla. So you can ask me, what the heck do I still have it? Okay, I can delete it, but hey, some people, they're enthusiastic, even in our channel. I beg you, please. I don't know, none of the people who do that, maybe they're in this pre-market. I beg you, please. In our hangout room, please do not force me to start policing. Let's ask yourself that the information that you're publishing on there, how is it of value to your fellow traders? Yeah? I kid you not. It really goes across the board. Yes, I mean, for me, this is part of socializing. Yes, you can put any comment you want on there, but I mean, it's especially during trading hours or something. Let's try to keep it to okay. For me, what I would like actually is that we have voice channels on here, yeah, on Discord, so we can use them, and on there we just let out. I mean, that's something that for me, I'm going to be encouraging. My only thing so far is that once I've done that, like last Thursday, it was super quiet. I was the only one talking. I don't want to listen to my voice. I do enough of that already. All right, so back to this one. Here, I'm looking at a stock that potentially can get somewhere. Oh, Twitter. Did anybody follow pre-market on Twitter? 4.7 million shares traded. Yeah, it was up almost 6% earlier, folks. So a stock was up 6%. Now it's only up 3%. Yeah, which direction I could be interested in trading it? All right, well, my friend, I'm going to go to the option chain on it, and I'm going to say, let me see if this is not one of those gap and fade. Yeah, you know the one Telex likes, right? The stock is currently at $38. So a gap and fade back to the previous will be a 37 puts. Yeah, 37 put, 36.5 puts. I mean, these things, they are super liquid, right? But now they are super expensive. Oh, another teaching opportunity. Look at the implied volatility, folks. 163. That was jacked up because of the earning. Yeah, because here is a historical average sub 70%, less than 70%, when actually there is no earnings. Earnings come in and they jack it up. So what's going to happen this morning? First of all, people who bought puts yesterday for this earning, tough luck, that money is lost. Look at the open interest. Yeah, there was some open interest here in the 36 or whatsoever. I mean, they're not going to start at $33. I can guarantee you. So this number is going to come down. Implied volatility change is going to come down tremendously. Yeah. So hence the price of this option, that's for me, I want you to select starting at, it's going to be tricky on here because I'm going to select it, put it on my watch list. Yeah. But I need to be careful on here because really for me, remember, we're Thursday, right? I'm trading this for yet tomorrow expiration. There's no way I'm paying for more than 50 cents for an option on Thursday. if that's a new concept in your mind, just write it somewhere. Ask him why in our next one-on-one coaching. And please, do not, if at all, if questions are not pertinent to your trading, do not ask questions first, folks, when the session starts. Because we have folks, we are in the middle of the session, literally 5-10 minutes in, I'm getting questions. I know I don't have to answer to them, but it distracts me. Please save the questions for, if let's say the question is not something that, hey, is going to help you with a trade that you have or with a strategy. All right, so I think I've shared how to create an alert. Oh, yeah, and then let me then create an alert on this one. So the 37 puts, now the alert, that's going to be difficult, right? Right now it's at $1.80. So I'm going to say here, tell me when it's strictly less than 0. Yeah, but then I'm saying that this is going to be bearish. So meaning it's going to come down and then start coming up. Okay, in any case, I'm going to say I'm going to be interested if it's less than 0.3. Activate. I want to buy them less than 0.3, and then they appreciate if, let's say, Twitter start going down. But before, they're going to come down because the earning here is way in the opposite direction. All right, it is 6:12 Pacific time, 9:12 Eastern time, and you are catching a live broadcast of pre-market analysis on successful trading on July the 23rd, 2020. It is time for questions. There's definitely a delay, so I had to pause a little bit there because I was seeing the feed that you guys are getting. So any question at this time, folks? For the newcomers, we have the list of alerts for next week. Typically what I do, and it has worked great the last 2 weeks, so now I have pressure to perform, right? Meaning that I've given on Thursday around the close a stock that we could actually consider for Friday. I think 2 weeks ago was B1, and at least one trader, I remember Mr. B, taking advantage of that struggle on B1. And last week it was Trilo. Was it Trilo toward the close? Or I don't know if some people took it toward the close. But I mean, even if you took it on Friday, Trilo was our number 2 stock, and it went on actually to have a great Friday. So let's see if we can engineer something like that here today, make money on Friday on an upcoming alert, and then parlay that money into bigger money until next week. So let's see. No pressure on on yours truly on which one to select. The choice are many. I can tell you that the system is just spitting out a lot of stocks on there. Stock that we are familiar with, not as if they are brand new stock that we don't know anything about. We have traded those before here in the previous past 8 weeks. So yeah, that's what we will be looking forward to. What else? What else is to bring to the frame? Oh yes. So at 3:30, starting from 3, no, not 3:30, 3 Eastern, all the way to the closing, and past the closing, we are going to do a broadcast like we did last week. Then bring your questions. There are a lot of earnings. If you want us to study an earning that maybe you want to take a shot at, in which case for us, we do not really recommend that per se. We rather have you spend, instead of gambling your money, we rather have you uh, spend your money on a quant analysis that we put together. What is a quant analysis? Then they're asking, this guy, he just come up with, is he making up these words? Quant analysis stands for quantitative analysis. So for earnings, our preferred method is we created this document with a lot, I mean, the same company that we trade, literally, right? So there are about 80 of them on here where we have gone and studied the historical performance on earnings, so to identify opportunity after the earnings on day 1, day 2, and day 3. So in such case, let's say you had Microsoft, we have Microsoft in here that had earnings, was it yesterday? Yeah, and I think Twitter is in there as well. So if you would like to know how much opportunity exists on Microsoft, I think it was page 31, you can get that information for an exchange of $99, and this document will be yours. And we stress it again because it's good repeating. I mean, there's certain things that I repeat, and after even weeks, they are still not clear to certain people. So this document for long-term members, meaning that if you're on a yearly, these documents will find its way. Again, if you're on a yearly, that means you're a partner in the law firm of successful trading. So this document will find a way. So Microsoft is here. We have Twitter on there. And if you have a company that's, it's definitely that we know you haven't seen us trade yet, we can generate this quantitative research for you, and we will send that to you as well. So yes, please get your hand on this. And if you think that there is value in you using it as part of your trading during earnings season, so it's there. And then really, I think I've done everything that I wanted to do. The only thing I haven't done is show maybe a chart. Well, what chart are we going to see? Oh yes, we want to look at chart at take a look at a chart of AMD and why, and then show a little bit why on earth am I leaning towards those 58 puts. All right. So here is AMD. This is the daily chart, yeah, on TradingView. So we have had this long consolidation. Okay, again, I'm going to fail at drawing a rectangle, yeah. But this long consolidation here, notice that 58 was that price, right? So if, let's say, the big boys, they decide today or tomorrow or next week, doesn't matter. We have seen this already, folks. We saw it. What was the previous stock that break out? Actually, Square broke out, but then they carried on, meaning that they continued for the last 3 weeks. Square went from $100 to $135. Yeah. But in the case of a failed breakout, we had JD. JD went to 69 and retreated 62, literally within the next week. Yeah, $5 move. So meaning what I'm conveying to you that this trade is not over on AMD. Yeah, don't ask me about the direction or anything. The thing is that this is no man's land. I've shared with some of you when we do through technical analysis, the advanced technical analysis, that a stock attacking the upper Bollinger or the lower Bollinger for that matter, it's something for us, is a day trader haven. We do day trading here. We do swing trading here. We do scalping in here. So over the last next 7 days, AMD present a good opportunity to do all of those. Day trading, scalping, and you should have all of the techniques in your arsenal on how to take advantage of this pop here on AMD. So from here, I can see, for instance, last time that's such a big candle happened, notice within a couple of days, notice how back violently AMD retreated. AMD has not shown us that it's actually capable of riding the upper Bollinger for a sustained amount of time. And if it's doing so, like it did here, hey, you take advantage of that. Yeah, you take advantage of that until, again, it finds itself retreating to what? The yellow line, exponential moving average 8 period. Similar on here. So hence, this move here on June the 10th, we went after a day of 52, let's say 53 to 56, $3.50. The next day we gapped up to 59, but the very next day, imagine if you shorted this thing at 59, and then the day later, my friend, this was a Thursday again. The day later, this thing was trading $6 lower. Yeah. So for me, from 62 or 61, whatever we are right now, I'm saying 58. That's a layup from a quantitative analyst perspective. Yeah. So hopefully that gives you some ideas on why I'm doing that. Fantastic, folks. We are growing our number of concurrent viewers. 17. And thank you for the likes. Please, if you are not a subscriber, the best way you can support successful trading is by subscribing to our YouTube channel. We are making great strides on here, so I'm really, really excited about the future of the channel overall, but that growth, it's done solely through the subscribers and the one who are spending the time viewing the knowledge, the content that we are providing on here. So we appreciate you. We cannot thank you enough. And any opportunity that we get to do a knowledge sharing, a broadcast, we will be doing that. So tonight, after, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern, we will definitely be doing another broadcast where it's going to be about earnings, the setup, our setup going into next week. Yeah, because it's okay. I think it's okay for us to do a preview of our alerts, because then for me, again, the goal when I'm releasing the alerts, obviously because they're actionable. I mean, if the alert come, that means those stocks are ready to move. But then the word actionable doesn't mean that that's a license for you to go purchase a strangle right away. No, yeah? They're actionable in the sense that you put them in your watch list of options, yeah? And when they make a move, you move. Isn't that a title of a song? When I move, you move, just like that? So, okay, everybody, if there are no questions, I will give you 7 minutes to the market open. I wish you a great trading session. If you make gains yesterday, please protect them. Do not give them back to those folks, and put yourself into a situation to parlay that money into more money in the upcoming week. So thank you, and we talk to you at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Hello, welcome to Successful Tradings, where you will learn to trade options as a beginner. Bonjour, bienvenue sur Successful Tradings.
Hello, welcome to Successful Trading, where you will learn to trade options as a beginner. Bonjour, bienvenue sur Successful Trading.